let's pull up some Ethereum. Okay. So we had drawn this out on the previous stream. See how this is playing, huh? Get on a lower time frame. Yep. So here we go, right? So we're coming back up to the top of the range. If we can break out of this range, we'll see if we get that bull trap or not and pop back down into the range, right? Once it comes up out of here. Or we could bounce right off the top of the range and just fucking gig ascend. So we'll see what happens there. That seems to be playing out. So we expect it to come back up to the top side of the range, break out of the range. We might get this bull trap just to match this bear trap over here. We'll see. And then, but ultimately higher. So that's great. But what does that mean for our precious Boys Club meme coins that we are riding to Valhalla? Well, let's take a look at ETH memes here. Oh, this is my ETH Pepe chart. Let's open this up right here. You know why I have that, right, Bees?
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen.
A little gambling.
Yeah, well, you know. Oh, look at this. I gave you guys all the juice just right there. Get all that away from here. All right, so let's take a look at Pepe. So ever since Elon made that tweet, fantastic. Pepe's starting to move up again. Let's just show you where this thing's can potentially go. Because now that we take a look at previous cycles, and I'm not sure if you heard this point being made, but Dogecoin in 2021, at the beginning of 2021, it was at a $1 billion market cap. By May, it was at $90 billion market cap. Okay? That was 4 years ago. Pepe, at the beginning of January in 2025 for this cycle, is already at a $9+ billion market cap before we've entered the true alt season. Okay? The reason I mention that is because Pepe is 9 to 10 times bigger of an asset than what Dogecoin was right before it made its fucking absolutely absurd run to $90 billion market cap. So the point is the targets on Pepe can be and probably should be raised from, could it do the same thing as Doge? Yeah, well, absolutely, but I think it can do a lot more than Doge. So if it's 9 times of a larger asset right now than it was in Doge back in 2021, don't you think it could probably 2x, 3x Doge's previous all-time high? 140 billion market cap, $150 billion market cap, which is at this point is still a 14 to 15x, which sounds ridiculous, but that's the type of shit that's going to happen during a bull run. When you're in a true bull run, even the biggest bulls aren't going to be able to guess how high we can possibly go on these meme coins. And it's not to be, the moon boy and say, oh, this shit's going to go to fucking $300 billion market cap. But I think it's going to go a lot higher than what people expected. So I'm curious to hear your opinion on that. What you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's just kind of an outdated number. That $90 billion market cap's kind of been the glass ceiling for meme coin evaluations since 2021. But like everyone keeps saying, $90 billion market cap now isn't the same as it was in 2021.
Right.
There's been so much money printed. COVID just kind of fucked the whole US dollar and like the way that our economy functions and how much money we create. So everything's inflated so much over the last 3 years. A $90 billion valuation is not what it used to be. Obviously, there's been a lot more adaptation of crypto over the past 4 years. We have a pro-crypto president coming into office for the first time ever. All the regulations are getting, way lessened. It's going to be a lot easier for people to get in, for corporations to invest in it. A lot more people just know about crypto and have a more positive sentiment around it than they used to. Mm-hmm. I was talking to my dad about this over the holiday when I was home for Christmas, and he was saying that all of his friends that are around his age, in their 50s, whenever he brings up crypto to them, a lot of them still think it's a scam. Like a lot of them just still think it's complete gambling. They don't understand it. And
Bullish.
The more he talks to them about it, they realize, oh shit, I didn't realize this was a $4 trillion market class. It's like they don't realize how big of a deal it is. So there's still so many people that don't understand it that are going to have family and friends and coworkers and people in their community, whatever, that as the bull run starts to pick up here and they start to see it more and more on social media, they're hearing their friends and family making money from it. the adaptation is going to be massive. And then, especially too, once Trump's actually inaugurated and he's talking about crypto publicly in spaces where that generation is going to hear about it. Yeah, I think that, the glass ceiling that was put in place 3 years ago can definitely get shattered. And
Right.
I don't know what better coin there would be to do it than Pepe.
Exactly.
I think it's kind of the chosen play of the cycle. I mean, I think all the boys club members are going to perform really well. It's just going to take a shitload more money to get Pepe to move. But yeah, I think it's definitely, especially with Elon potentially backing it. He's made it his profile picture. A lot of people are noticing that. He was the one that drove Doge to 90 billion last cycle. So
Exactly.
yeah, if anything's going to break that glass ceiling, I mean, I think that Dogecoin definitely has the potential to break it this cycle as well. It's just the big difference is if Dogecoin hits 140 billion from where it's at right now, you're going to look at like a 250% move versus Pepe, you're going to do 13 to 1400%.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to kind of decide what you want to do. And for me, that's a pretty easy decision.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a no-brainer. The only reason you would choose, I mean, at this point, Pepe is a no-brainer too because it's such a large asset. I mean, it's not like you can't size in fucking 50 mil into Pepe. I mean, well, maybe 50 mil is a little bit. Probably, you could size in 20. You could size in 10 mil into Pepe quite easily and be happy with that because it's super liquid. So I'm just taking a look here at Pepe just to give people an idea what this can look like because this is going to get outrageous. People don't understand that you don't realize it until it happens, right? So this is the market cap chart on Pepe, and the reason we're going to look at market cap is so we can get an idea of what kind of X's we can do on Pepe here coming in the next 3 to 4 months. So right now it's sitting at 8.65 billion. All right, so if it goes to 100, it's over a 10x. So let's just say 100 billion. What are our targets here? So this is log fibs. Let's just pull this range and see what kind of confluence we have with Pepe. Because I genuinely believe this is going to happen. I really do. I've heard smaller targets before on Pepe that I just didn't necessarily thought made sense. And even those individuals are starting to change their targets because I think it's just pretty clear that it's just such a larger asset than what Doge was at the same time in the cycle from last cycle. So the confluence, I mean, the linears don't even go up that high. So, I mean, we can't even use linear. The log fibs, we got this 115 right here, which this to me seems way more realistic. I think this is super possible. So that's over a 10x, right? On just Pepe alone. And that's pulling it from the large range. So how about if we pull, let's get the linears off of here because the linear doesn't even do anything for us. It's just too small. Let's put a linear on this range right here. See what kind of confluence we get. See, it's still not even, it doesn't even go high enough. That's what I'm saying. Like
Those are linear.
Yeah, that's all I wanted because I want to see if there's confluence, any kind of confluence. So right here, this is definitely a clear level. This 1.618. Let's try log on that range then. So I'm just trying to get an idea of when we see a certain number hit on Pepe. Just call this what we can say is clearly. Oh, I should have just changed the fibs.
Yes.
Hey. So yeah, those fibs don't even go up high enough. That's the thing. That's what's so crazy about it. So, I mean, realistically, I'm looking at this 115. I like the 115 because in my mind, it just doesn't make sense that Pepe doesn't at least do what Doge did. It just doesn't make sense, which is why people should get so excited over the fact of what's possible with Brett, Andy, Wolf, because they're simply just levered Pepe. Pepe is levered ETH 3x. Brett is further levered ETH, so probably 4 or 5x. Andy is levered Pepe. So Pepe is already 3x ETH. Andy's probably 6x Pepe. And same thing with Wolf. And we can show data to show that the moves that Pepe takes, Andy Wolf make bigger moves. So if you still have a 10x plus on Pepe, I just don't understand how you could be not fucking fully allocated to the boys club, or at least a large portion of your portfolio into the boys club, because they're just going to outperform the rest of the market at some point. Pepe is the clear winner for this cycle. So if it's the clear winner, then I would be more than willing to bet that the derivatives of Pepe are also going to outperform the rest of the market at some point. So instead of gambling and try to guess what the next winner is and try to find that next little diamond in the rough and just fucking Doge was a clear winner last cycle, and it won by far the biggest. And then the derivative of Doge, which was SHIB, another dog coin, was the next biggest winner. So if Pepe is the clear winner this cycle, if you got extra capital and you want to play in the trenches, you want to invest in some other shit on Solana, etc., be allocated to different things, that's fine. I get it. But I'm most certainly going to put the vast majority of my portfolio into the winners this cycle, because those are the winners. And the winners always end up outperforming the most. That's why you have to be careful when you're looking for the derivative of the derivative of the derivative that's a $10 million market cap, because you want to be able to get 1,000x, et cetera, et cetera. Like, you lose value at some point because they're just simply not going to get bid. At the end of the day, the winners are going to be the winners, and they're going to get bid the most. So there's a diminishing return even in the idea of going further and further down the risk curve, because at some point you just get to the point where there's just no demand for that asset, so it doesn't even make sense to buy it.